Libra, welcome to your tarot message. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you're here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. And it could be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, wherever you have Libra in your chart. So let's get into the tarot. Be sure and hit that thumbs up for me and like the video. And definitely subscribe if you like the messages. It really does help my channel to grow, but it also helps push the videos out into the algorithm so that others can get the messages as well and they can get the guidance that they want. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. On the bottom of the deck, we had the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about dreams, right? Lots of options. And it's also about like confusion, right? It's not knowing what to choose. I always see the fog in this card, like getting lost in the fog, but needing to make some sort of decision, right? Like maybe you have all these options or you're just very confused on how to choose something or how to move forward here in a situation. So the situation is the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups is some kind of emotional offer, right? Like this is following your heart and going after what it is that is emotionally fulfilling for you, right? So this could be a job that makes you very happy, that is very fulfilling. This can be a love relationship, right? Maybe there was some sort of offer you were hoping to get or you were wanting to give. It could also be like an apology card, right? So the blockage is the Ace of Wands, and the aces are gifts from the divine. These are opportunities, right? So this is about some kind of inspiration or creativity, right? Like something very passionate, and it's a new beginning. So with this as a blockage, I feel like this is some kind of inaction, right? Like you're not taking some sort of action. You're not going after whatever this Knight of Cups is for you. Whatever it is that you feel like would fill your cup, that would be emotionally fulfilling, right? And maybe that's because you're confused, or maybe because you have lots of options, or maybe you're thinking because this is too good to be true, right? Like this can be very much a card of feeling like this could never be possible, this could never happen. But there is like this need to take some sort of action because there's been no action to move forward or to make some kind of emotional offer here. And the root cause of this is the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is, again, an offer from the divine. This is like a new beginning. This is emotional fulfillment. This is, a love offer. This is, again, filling your cup, emotional fulfillment, feeling emotionally satisfied, and your cup is running over here, right? So maybe you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled. Maybe you're not feeling inspired, right? And there's like this lack of confidence, this lack of self-worth, and feeling like, you can't have some kind of new beginning, or you can't have your heart's desires here, right? Whatever this is that you're wanting for yourself. So in the recent past, what is still affecting this current situation, we have the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is joy, happiness, togetherness, right? Like this is your community, those that are supporting to you. So maybe you haven't felt supported in the past in order to go after your heart's desire. Or maybe this is about a relationship and you haven't been emotionally fulfilled in the past, right? So now you're kind of afraid to take any kind of action or move forward in relationships because you're worried that it's going to be like it was in the past, right? Like it's not going to be supportive. It's not going to be like this togetherness, right? Like this is a coming together and celebrating each other, so celebrating your wins, supporting each other through things, right? So I feel like maybe there was a lack of that in the past. that has left you emotionally unfulfilled. And now you're worried about making an offer to someone, right? Maybe you're confused on how to move forward. Interesting. So the message from your higher self or your spirit guides here is the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is very decisive, and she is very honest, very direct, and she has very good boundaries, right? So maybe this was a boundary issue in the past, and now spirit is telling you to, go after what you want and be open to receive, but keep your boundaries, right? Know what you want, be direct, and be honest with people. Let them know up front what you expect, what you want out of a relationship, whether this is like a business partner or a love relationship, right? Or even just friendships. This could be like a family member that you were having issues with, right? And now you're wanting to apologize and move forward, but you're not really sure how to go about it, right? There hasn't been any action or any attempt to move things forward. So I feel like spirit is just telling you to remain logical, but don't be too harsh, right? Because the Queen of Swords can be very cutthroat. The reverse of this is her just being very judgmental and very harsh. So definitely want to speak your truth and be clear and hold your boundaries, but you want to do that from a compassionate place, right? So in the immediate future, we have the Strength card. This is Leo energy. So strength is like confidence and that endurance, overcoming obstacles, right? And knowing that you are capable of doing things. You are capable of moving forward and overcoming these obstacles. And then trusting in spirit to have your back through those obstacles and that inner confidence, right? So this isn't like physical strength. It's more like mental, emotional control, and then having compassion, right? Again, not forcing things, not rushing through things, not being this cutthroat queen. You're doing things from a place of compassion and understanding for yourself and for others. Because, she's working with this lion, but she's not being aggressive, right? She's being very gentle and compassionate in order to kind of use that strength wisely and use it to her benefit. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Two of Cups. So maybe you really are focused on relationships, on love. This could be like maybe a past connection that you're focused on, or maybe you're really thinking about a new relationship, right? You want to step into some kind of new partnership, new union, whether that's love or business, right? Or even just family members. This is also about balance, like balancing your masculine and feminine. So maybe you're feeling very balanced, or maybe you just feel like a decision needs to be made in regards to your romantic life here, right? So in the environment, the influence here is the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is karma, good luck. This is things starting to turn in your favor, right? So our lives go in cycles, and this is always turning. It's the wheel of life. So I feel like things are starting to turn in your favor. Maybe you don't see things happening right now, and that has you a little confused, but I feel like, everything happens in divine timing. So I feel like things are kind of moving and shifting in the background, and they're starting to shift in your favor. So I feel like good things are going to come in here, moving into a new cycle and a new way of being in relationships, right? Maybe finding someone who is more supportive and choosing someone from, a more healed mindset and a better place, right? So in your hopes and fears, we have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is about introspection. This is like healing, like pulling back your energy and then kind of going within to really find answers. It's rest, it's relaxation. So maybe you're hoping to kind of get some rest or to do some introspection in order to find answers, in order to know how to move forward, right? So the potential outcome here is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is it's an awakening, right? Like you're awakening to a situation or a way of being and kind of going through this whole rebirth, right? So it's awakening to a mindset or a situation, like seeing things for the way that they are, and then you're surrendering the control to that situation and then releasing any outcomes, right? Releasing the control, releasing doubts, and then like really letting spirit guide the way, right? So there is this like releasing of past and moving on from the past, even, right? Like if this wasn't a supportive relationship, maybe that's what's on your mind, and you're ultimately going to release that. It is also a reconciliation card. So maybe you're hoping for a new emotional beginning here with someone. Could be a Queen of Swords, but this is also like, yeah, this is air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So this is your energy. This is like you really needing to stand in your power and know who you are and keep your boundaries, right? So if you are calling in a new relationship, then I feel like this is you releasing an old way of being so that you can move into a new cycle. I really love that. I mean, that's a really big energy. It's releasing is not easy, and trying to find like a new way of being is never easy, but I definitely feel like you have the strength to do this and to persevere. So yeah, maybe if you're hoping for a reconciliation, this could be a reconciliation. I feel like this is more about releasing and moving on from the past in order to have like a fresh start, because you do have two aces here. So I feel like this is a release and then like a new cycle beginning here for you. This could be a new cycle with the same person. Again, it's going to be different for each of you. It is a general reading, but there is this whole new beginning coming in here, and things are turning in your favor behind the scenes. You may not see them yet, but I feel like things are going to come together for you, and things are definitely going to balance out. So I hope that message helped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.